Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming back. So we're looking at style and sensibility this afternoon, and also we're going to look a little bit on how to be a lady and how to be a gentleman. And hopefully we'll have a chance to break into two groups and to look a little bit more closely at some of the issues that affect both genders. If you think of this, you have your career person, and I want you to think of yourself as a professional. So we're here at a graduate finishing school, whether you're a new graduate or somebody who's seasoned in their career. You're a professional and you have a target. So let's say you graduated from university, you've gotten your first job with Skybank, and in your heart, you know that you would like to be a banker. And when I say a banker, not just that you work in a bank, but you're looking at a career, maybe like Mr. Sanusi has. You're really looking at getting deep into banking. So you have targets. You have a plan. Maybe you're doing ACCA at ICANN at the time. You're doing the Institute of Bankers exam at another time, because you're planning your career and you're building. It's like placing blocks so that you can eventually get to the top. And when you get there, you will not be discriminated against on the basis of, oh, she's a banker or she doesn't have accounting. So you do everything. But today, we're looking at you as a professional who knows where they're going, but how can your parents be a benefit to your life as a professional? And if you look at what this is, it says your parents is your visual resume. So we normally have a written one. We have CVs, which are called resumes as well. But your appearance, the way you look, is actually your visual resume. So please don't let it be your weakest link. Sadly, as human beings, we judge people by how they look. When you see somebody for the first time, you look at them, and psychologists say that you've made up your mind to about maybe 75 or 80% or so. You formed an opinion about that person based on what you see. So the opinion you're forming has something to do with who they are, because you don't know them, they haven't spoken to you, you've just seen them, and if psychologists are right, which they probably are, you've done like 80% of your opinion is based on what you see. Not the right thing to do, because we know that we shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but we're very human, and we do a lot of wrong things, and that's one of the things we do. But that's what I'm trying to say, is that that's what we do, and that's how it is. So it's important that as a professional, you pay attention to how you present yourself. So you're presenting yourself, your face, your body language, and what you're wearing. And I have to say this before I even start to say anything about dressing. It has nothing to do with how much money you spend. So I'm not saying go and break the bank and buy a Hugo Boss suit for £1,000. You don't have to spend a lot of money to be well turned out at all. In fact, there are many people that we know who wear very expensive suits, and it can be male or female, and they're still not well turned out. And I'm sure most of you would know people. Expensive shirts, expensive ties, everything is expensive, but they don't have the courage. Probably maybe because they haven't learned how to present themselves or how to put it together. So it's not about how much money you have or you spend on clothes. It's about making a conscious effort to present yourself well in the way that you dress. And for gentlemen, life is relatively easy for you. Maximum of 3 colors are recommended if you're wearing a suit. And now we're looking at dressing up formally. So as a professional, you're going to work. Some professions don't have to wear suits, but we're just looking at if you need to wear a suit, what is expected of you. Black and white are neutral colors, so you don't need to count them. But apart from black and white, 3 other colors are fairly acceptable. If you're wearing a tie, you need to try and make sure that your tie is not fighting with your shirt. So your shirt is making a statement and the tie is making a completely different statement. And then when you wear them together, it's like another war is going to break out. So the rule, which is not set in stone, it's a flexible rule, if I may say that. Generally, if you're wearing a plain shirt, you can wear a striped tie. And if you're wearing a striped shirt, you go for a fairly plain tie. And it's not set in stone because people do wear, well, not stripes and stripes, but people do mix. If you really know what you're doing, you may be able to get away with that, but I think that's advanced level. So, so generally what you do is have a check tie, bold. So if you're wearing a check shirt, bold, your tie needs to be very subtle, plain if possible. And if you're wearing a plain shirt, you can go to town with your tie. So you can have a bit more pattern on your tie. And that's basically whatever knot you want to tie. With your suits, black, grey, and blue are for business. And I know in our society we like to have the red, the white, the yellow, and the purple. You know, and for men as well, please, if you see people do it, if it's not right. If you're an entertainer, maybe you're the Banj or Two-Face, or one of the comedians, if you're Alibaba or Clint the Drunk, you can wear 4 colors or whatever you can. Nobody will question you if you're a comedian or an entertainer. In fact, the more ridiculous you look, the better. But if you're a professional, nobody wants to know that you have, maybe you bought 6 suits already, and I think, and if I buy another black, nobody will know. Please, that's not the place to show, your skills. Black, blue, and gray, as many suits as you want to buy should be within this family. These are the colors for business, and that's the reason. Shoes must always be black. That's not negotiable. Black shoes are the business. So brown is for Saturdays. You're going to play golf, or you're meeting your friends at the club, you're wearing a shirt, a blazer, no tie, brown shoes, no problem. But business, you're wearing a suit, it's always black shoes. Is that acceptable?
Yes.
For men, always black. It's not negotiable. And please avoid the white suit, the cream suit. We see people wear it. If you're to be taken seriously, you shouldn't be caught in the white suit. For men, as a professional. Please, when you bought your suit, remove the label from here.